Did a corporate event in Texas. My Uber driver was a nice guy, young, total Texas guy. He picks me up, he's got the cowboy hat, he's listening to country music. We're driving, he's pulling me up to my hotel. He goes, "Oh man." I was like, "What?" He goes, "You got some nice restaurants by your hotel." I was like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Well, look, there's a Denny's. You got a Red Lobster. There's an Applebee's. Man, you're eating good this weekend." I couldn't tell if it was like Texas sarcasm, right? Or if this guy just had great taste in restaurants. Yeah. That's exactly why I booked the Motel 6 by the highway. It's for the restaurants and not for the $49.99 price tag. I've stayed at a lot of hotels over the years. I've stayed at 3 hotels on the road that people told me were haunted. They were very old hotels. People were like, "Oh, you're staying there? You know that place is supposed to be haunted." It's always an old hotel that's haunted. If you ever watch the ghost shows, always an old hotel. You never hear about a haunting at the La Quinta. You know what I mean? There's never someone down at the front desk like, "I heard some weird stuff in my room last night." Like, "Oh yeah, don't worry about that. That's Frank. He choked on a waffle last year at the Continental breakfast. Yeah, he's harmless. He's floating around here." Yeah. If you listen late at night, you can hear him going, "What's the Wi-Fi password?" Did some shows in Denver. That's a great town. My cousin lives out there. He took me to a Colorado Rockies baseball game, which was super fun. They have a whole section up there that's all different restaurants where you can stand up and get food. We got some food before the game. I had a double cheeseburger in my right hand and I had a Coca-Cola in my left hand. And we're walking to our seats and the game starts. Right before the game starts, the national anthem comes on. Everyone stops and waits for the anthem. So I did too. And just out of habit, I don't know why, but I took the cheeseburger. I'm just like conditioned, and I put it over my heart. And I'm listening to the anthem, and I'm staring at the flag, and in my mind, I'm like, "Is this appropriate, dude? The cheeseburger over your heart?" And then there was another part of my mind that was like, "You know what, man? There's probably nothing more American than standing for the national anthem with half a cheeseburger over your heart and the other half clogging your heart. You know? I'm a patriot." There's a couple guys standing there in camo hats like, "Look at that boy, that's a patriot right there, man. We gotta make that a tradition here." I'm flying back tomorrow. It's a short flight. One thing I like about flying now is that they always have movie screens on all the seat backs on any kind of flight that's like over 2 or 3 hours. And I love watching movies on the plane. It's, burns time. One time I was watching a movie though, and the guy in the seat next to me was watching the exact same movie, but he was 5 minutes ahead of me. That's super distracting. Guys, because it's one of those suspense things. You're not supposed to know who's doing what, and I didn't want to look because I didn't want to spoil it, but it was so hard. I'm like trying to stare at my screen. I'm like, I wonder if this cop is dirty. Oh yeah, he's dirty. All right. Bet you this guy died. Yeah, he's dead. He died. I knew it. I knew he was gonna die. I always meet consultants when I travel. I don't know what the deal is with that job. Consultant, it's a weird job title. It's a very vague job title. They're sprinkled around the airports. They're always on the plane. It seems like every 4th person I meet, "I'm a consultant." Well, what does that mean? "Hey, we consult." You ever ask a consultant what they do, you will not get a straight answer. "Well, you're a consultant, what do you do?" We get in there, we crunch the numbers, meetings, that kind of stuff for the most part, mostly. Yeah, but what does that mean? HR, B2B, R&D, those kind of things. I know, but what's that? Data, statistics. Whenever I meet a consultant, I just tell them I'm a subcontractor, and we just stare at each other blankly for like an hour. What do you do? I don't know. What does that mean? I don't know. I'm confused. I'm a subcontractor for a consulting firm. This is crazy. We're caught in a loop.